Hey guys, welcome back to JR14. I'm here with another car review with you guys with a 2011 Mini Cooper S. And it's not a normal Mini Cooper S. It is actually, there's a lot of stuff that's been done to this car, and we're gonna definitely get into it. But as all I can say to it, it's definitely a stage 2, so you know what that means. It means probably flames out the exhaust. It means probably, you know, doing some awesome ass cornering at a high rate of speed, because it's gonna be awesome. But I have my buddy Nick here, who's the owner of the car, and he's gonna tell us more about what is all the stuff that's in the car. So Nick, what's going on?
What's up?
What's going on? So tell me about what's in the Mini.
A lot. So basic performance stuff: intake, intercooler, full exhaust. I have a catless downpipe, catless exhaust. It's a guy Mario Kart on the forums. He makes downpipes. They're really nice. Okay. It's an NVIDIA Q300 exhaust going from the downpipe back that I actually added a resonator to because it drones and drones. It's not performance stuff. It's got H&R lowering springs. Right now I'm rolling on winter tires. This is my winter set, the John Cooper Works wheels and Blizzaks. It's got the John Cooper Works big brake kit and just some aesthetic stuff, blackout trim. They've got the roof rack going.
Wow.
But the tune itself is done by Manic Motorsport. And Manic Motorsport, they're based out of England. I think they're related to Revo Technic somehow.
Okay.
But yeah, they do just Mini Coopers, just the R56, this body style, and they do a really great job.
Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, I love the way that this is. I always really like this Mini. Of course, this Mini is probably famous. Of course, that famous video, the Italian job, and these things are just killing it. There was a turbocharged one, and there was a supercharged one in the same video. So if you know cars, you know that it's definitely they're definitely weird in a way, because within the same gen, they did a supercharged 1.6, right? Or was that
the first gen was supercharged.
The supercharged. Okay, so the first gen was supercharged, and that was still a 1.6.
1.6, and it was actually the Chrysler Pentagon engine. It was the same engine you could get in like a PT Cruiser or a Neon, but they just bolted a supercharger to it.
Oh my God, I did not. Wow. Okay. Comment below. Send a comment below, because I did not know that. So I would love to hear you guys' feedback on this and other stuff as far as like really deep into the mini enthusiasts. I would love to really hear some other stuff like that, because I just did not know that.
But this one's a turbocharged engine. Actually, in the second gen there were two different versions of it, but it's a BMW Peugeot engine. So they both developed it, and it went in a few Peugeot cars, but it also went in the Mini here. And this is the later version of the turbocharged engine that has a lot of the issues that they had in the first couple years of the second gen resolved. So.
Oh, nice. Okay. I have another question for you. Why Mini? I know that they have a reputation for
quirkiness and
not being so reliable.
Honestly, I've always loved British cars. I would always go out with my dad to a car show in Vermont. That's in a town that we really enjoy going up to. But it's all British cars. They have 500-600 British cars up there. Right. And we always had some sort of car, whether it was my uncle or my dad. My uncle had a Jensen and then a Jaguar, and then my dad got a Mini Cooper Clubman, the slightly longer one to this, in 08, and I fell in love with the car. I'm like, my first car's got to be a Mini, so I just got a Mini.
What is your experience as far as reliability with your Mini so far?
I blew up the motor once.
Alrighty, there you go.
So you know, what it comes down to is just knowing which years to buy. So with the second gen, you really want like a 2012 or 2013, right? Especially if you got a John Cooper Works, it's like 2013 only, because that was when they resolved all the issues with the timing chain and the timing chain tensioner and the high pressure fuel pump and the water pump. That was when they just fixed everything. So mine still has like the slightly unreliable high pressure fuel pump, but like all the timing chain issues are fixed and the water pump issues are fixed. Right. So, yeah, it's really just knowing what year to buy. Okay. But people really favor this sometimes over the Volkswagen. I kind of want to see why. So let's go.
Mini.
Oh, clutch is super easy. I've half the people who drive this car either have trouble with the clutch, or they don't, and it's like a 50-50 shot. Because it's like an on-off switch, and everyone says like Mini clutches are super weird.
Right. Unlike most cars that I get into and I start to drive, I can just get in this and I can just start driving it. It doesn't feel like it's weird because it's like it doesn't feel that, except that it doesn't feel as much different as my GTI, except this 7-inch freaking pole.
7 inches of glory.
7 inches of glory.
Yeah, that's a TWM competition shift knob, and they offer, I believe, a 4-inch, a 7-inch, and a 10-inch, and they won't even do the 10-inch for my car because I'm pretty sure you'd be punching out the speedometer here if you had that.
Damn, this thing just pops.
Yeah.
And
only in sport mode, so if you turn sport mode off, it'll do nothing.
Oh, baby. This is awesome. Yo, dude, man, for a small car. Oh my God. Like,
and
I'm doing 25 miles an hour, and oh man, this is.
Yeah, so the whole deal is that with the second gen started in 2007. And from 2007 to 2010, they had the BMW Peugeot N18 motor, which had a lot of issues, like I said, with the timing chain tensioner, high pressure fuel pump, water pump, like a whole slew of things. And in 2011, they rolled out the N18 motor, which this has.
All right, so this is the N18.
This is the N18 motor. It just kind of sounds like someone's like knocking their knuckle on your bumper, but it'll backfire stock. So anything you do, exhaust, tunes, intakes, it just makes it louder and louder and louder until you shoot in flames. The car, as far as the chassis and handling and all that, just stop.
Yes, dude, this thing is awesome. This thing is sick. Like, this thing is nasty. Like,
yeah.
I hope my GTI feels like this.
It's not, it's not the fastest car in the world, but if you want to go upstate and do some mountain roads, or you want to have a little bit of fun with twisties, it's like perfect. I love this thing so much.
Dude, you can't not love this thing. There's no way you can't sit here like, I don't like it. This thing is nice. I kind of get it now. I kind of get the whole mini aspect now. And weirdly enough, the shifter feels great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a little buttery. I mean, it's a little loose. I mean, obviously, do you have any type of short throw shifter in here?
Nope.
No, so this is the stock
throw, just with a really long knob on it.
Okay.
Chassis already.
It really is. Like, you can really just. Yeah, no LSD.
Yep.
No LSD.
One tire fire. Specifically the right tire, but
it's not hard. How much power are you making with this right now?
I've never had a dynoed, but
okay.
Most of the people with a similar setup to me are pushing around 210, 220 at the wheels. And because it's really cold when you got intake temps out there. You got intake temps right now at like 35 degrees, and we're at sea level, so it's probably closer to 220, just with air pressure and the air density. So there's 3 maps that come with the Stage 2 tune. There's 91 for guys in California. There's a 93, which this is on now, and then there's a 100 octane map for race gas, or if you're running methanol, methanol injection, you can do the 100 octane map apparently. So yeah, I just filled this thing up with 93, and this is the 93 tune.
Oh my god! A little squirrely. It wants to dance. It likes to dance. I mean, well, granted, these roads aren't the best.
Yeah, and it's no LSD, so you get a little bit of torque steer, but
it is so easy to rev match this thing. It's just.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I love that. I have the John Cooper Works brakes, which are Brembo. They're Brembo 4 pistons in the front, with a 12-inch disc. Actually, funny enough, the John Cooper Works rears, it's the same caliper with a bigger disc. That's it. It's the same 2-piston caliper as the S.
That's the only way you can stop the backfire.
Or you turn sport mode off.
No, I refuse to turn sport mode off.
Sport mode is interesting. Literally, all it does is make the steering slightly heavier and do the backfire.
Issuing, but it's all right. It's happening all around the world. Yeah, this road sucks. A lot of bumps. This thing is nasty. This can't be 220 horsepower. This is just more than 220 horsepower.
I'm holding on to the
Oh my god. Always keep what?
I'm holding on to your handles.
Yeah, it's funny. I'm so used to driving this thing that from go. Like, you ever have that where you kind of forget how fast your car is?
Oh, there you go. No limited slip differential. This thing is so easy to drive. It is so simple to drive. I can get in this car and whip it, and I know what I'm doing. But that, my dual's like, it doesn't do that. This thing is, you gotta, have you taken this thing autocrossing? Please tell me you have.
Nope.
Oh my God, you have to take this thing autocrossing. You have to. Like, dude, you perfect. Like,
Yeah.
no rub. You just gotta take your time in the corners. Oh man, this thing better get views on YouTube. You guys better like this, because I've never driven a car like this before, where a owner was just like, yeah, sure, beat the shit out of it.
Yeah, like in a way, you have to drive her like a hater. But
Yeah. All right, let me try that method. All right, I hate you so much. Oh, you cheated on me. Oh, you. Wow. Okay. Oh my God, this thing is so good. This thing is so good.
this is
Little cars are fun.
little, yeah, and people always complain too with the new minis. It's like, oh, it's not a mini anymore. It's not small. It's like, well, yeah, look at the GTI. The GTI is nowhere near what it was the size when it was a Mark 1.
Exactly.
Same thing with like the BMW 3 Series now, like the E30, like the new 3 Series, the new M3 and M4, like they're bigger than the 5 Series when the E30 was out. So,
I mean, the only car that was on my favorite list that I have to say so far was the Porsche, and that's obviously because it's a Porsche. Porsche 997 4S Carrera, beautiful car. But I do have the money to drop money on something like that right now. But I believe you can pick a Mini up for in the teens in this year in this body style.
yeah, so like for instance, like, when I bought this thing, it was 1.5, 2 years old,
Right.
and it had 22,000 miles on it, and I paid a little under 20 grand for it.
Okay.
And from a dealership, so it wasn't a private seller, so I probably could have gotten a little less if it was a private seller. But yeah, and now, yeah, you could get them below 15 easy, like closer to 10.
And as far as, like, let's say your modification that you said the intercooler, have you upgraded the clutch?
Bone stock clutch.
Oh God. Okay, so this is the stock clutch, and it's
Stock clutch.
It feels fine, doesn't slip.
And actually, when they replaced the motor, they put a new clutch plate in, but I think the flywheel is still the original flywheel.
Awesome. This is the first car that I really got into where I could just get into it and enjoy it for what it is, and fully understand it. Alright guys, thank you for watching this episode of JR14 of the review of the 2011 Mini Cooper S with Stage 2 tune. Please make sure that you give the video a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you give it a like. Also, subscribe and share with your friends today. JR14, like I said, signing out. Take care. Have a great day.